I recently launched my Hypnosis Essentials training certification for the last time ever, and I'm here to share with you some reflections about the launch and some tips for post launch recovery and insight. Because when we start doing what we love and what drives us in terms of work that's aligned with our purpose, in my case, hypnosis, healing, training, coaching, sometimes it's easy to forget that often the most challenging and tiring part is the business part, because not only are you providing the service and showing up fully present to provide the service for your students or your clients, you're also doing the operations and the marketing and the engagement and the building and the sharing and the like ultimately signing people up for your course. So, doing our work is what we love. And launching something like a live online training program or a new offering or even a new business is a lot of work. I feel called here to share my reflections on launching, along with tips to support yourself from doors open to doors closed and after. That's where it gets juicy. So stick with me. And now let's get into the goods. Now, launching takes a lot of energy, and there's always some last minute things to do and take care of, no matter how planned it was in advance, all the while managing and balancing other aspects of your business, tending to clients along with needs from home, like for me, my son and myself. And so I needed time after the launch to rest and do things for me, walk, stretch. I take a lot of baths with Epsom salts and THC oil. Slowing down. Number two, the middle of the launch. The hardest part is the middle, because you're already kind of getting tired. You're not sure if it's going to work or like all the effort that you're putting into, but this is when it's the most important to stay motivated and just keep playing around, having ideas, trying different ideas. And it's also very important to relax and trust, because your hard work can only do so much. And trying too hard can create a vibe of lack instead of receiving, or at some point, kind of stepping back and just knowing that, sera, sera. At some point, who will be there. And what will be, will be. And next, we've got, that self care, which is really important during as well, giving yourself a little bit of space to digest, but at least write down to come back after to some of the lessons that you're learning, because, well, as you might already know, there's a lot that you learn. Also, connect with yourself. It's a lot. So you need self care and downtime too. Isn't all about the hustle. This is the most crucial part, because otherwise, you won't get the wisdom and the reward from your hard work that you can get after the fact. So find a ritual to help you digest, then come back to what you wrote down. If you're visual, map it up. I use big pads of paper and markers as well as journals. And sometimes I type stuff too in a Google Doc just to get the stuff out of my head, out of my heart without judgment, and to help the subconscious flow. It helps me reflect a lot during, not just after the launch, but especially to take that time and space to just let come out, what you've seen now, what worked, what didn't work. And of course, let the emotions come up and pass. Remember, going through the process of launching and selling your offers and services is an opportunity to let the parts of ourselves that are looking for light and love to be revealed. And this can be really healing as well, especially if you can approach it from this perspective. And with purpose driven work, we're always becoming aware of parts of ourselves that can be elevated and illuminated for our own fulfillment and the fulfillment of our purpose in life. So much to see. Number 6, recognize any expectations that you had around the outcome. And don't let it mean something about yourself or your potential success. This one is huge because a lot of times we're judging. Oh, that wasn't very good. That's not very many people. And then, I have some of my practitioners that I coach say that to me, and I'm like, what? That's a great outcome because it's all perspective. And especially when you've been doing this for a lot of years, like I have, that those expectations of outcomes just lead to disappointment. And they're not a true reflection of what was potentially gained from all of your work with the launch, because that could open doors, opportunities. Plus, remember, the doors are really opened from the insight and the wisdom and the time that you take to see and process your experience for yourself. So if you're a practitioner, coach, or healer, and the whole business side of things is really stopping you from creating impact and income, follow me. Comment below or join my mailing list or text message community if you want to come in for some free hypno sessions. So there's a few different ways to join. Pop in the chat if there's something that you want help with or struggle with launching. And I'll be back to share more with you soon. Ciao for now.